Maneva na sema PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV de osia dem yopo.
Lawyer Amaliba has finally reacted to the actions of the organized labor, saying they have betrayed the trust of the people and posterity will never forgive them for what they did. And he also alleged that they have taken bribe which made them to act in that way. He also went ahead to fire the EC and tag him as a thief for they coming out to issue ballot papers which did not even have a regular register or a correct register which is available. So if that's the case, how do they get the total number printed ballot papers for the election? Which is a question everybody should be thinking about right now. And your views are most welcome on the platform, on the channel as well. You can leave your comments at the comment section, your suggestions at the comment section, or send us a voice note on our WhatsApp number, which is 0277128777. Please, your comments and suggestions are most important to us. Do leave a comment after watching. Do subscribe as well if you're a new member on the channel, so that you'll be the first person to receive any latest update by turning on the notification button. Share to other members to also watch as well, or your contact list on WhatsApp, or your group members on WhatsApp, so that they also have a feel of what is happening. Please do join me. This is still PENDREAM TV, your only authentic source of political gist. Thank you. Join me listening to what he said into detail.
You want to do
so
in the interim to resolve the issue?
Good morning to your viewers. But Afoko said something about Baumia. And for me, I sometimes sit back and wonder how John Mahama, former President John Mahama, was able to trick the MPP to give us a weak candidate. If it was Alan Chiramate, I can tell these elections would have been difficult. If it were Ken Ajapong, it would have been difficult. But John Mahama's statement made the MPP vote for a Northerner, not because they have the North at heart, but just to dispel John Mahama's statement. And now they provided us with a weak candidate, so we are happy. Now, see, this Galamsey issue, and I heard Afuakwa say we should applaud Akufo-Addo. Why should we applaud Akufo-Addo?
Why not?
What did he do for us to be applauding him? This man put his presidency on the line. And look at the turbidity of our water bodies. And because organized labor, having been bribed, has decided to drop their strike, you say we should applaud Nana Akufo-Addo. For what? For what? For what? Because you have been able to ensure that organized labor, having taken monies from the back, have dropped their demonstration, that means that we should applaud Nana Akufo-Addo. Why? Look, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo alone, as an individual, can fight Galamsey and cut it down to more than 70%.
If he wants?
If he wants. Why am I saying this?
Why is that a conditional statement?
He knows those who are doing the Galamsey. He knows them by name. He knows Wuntumi, and he knows to the extent that he went out to praise Wuntumi and say he wasn't doing Galamsey. His ministers, DCEs, are neck deep in this Galamsey conundrum. And that's how come it's difficult for the party to fight Galamsey. You remember Party Hiensika? Recently, you heard their health, Dr. Free Ayu, mount the platform to say that they were not going to ban Galamsey. You heard statement from the Atakwa MP. So, if you have government officials, government appointees, neck deep in the Galamsey activity. On what basis will you be calling for presidential candidates to be signing? Is it the presidential candidates who appointed those ministers? So the back stops of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Is he ready to do it? He's not ready to do it. And so for me, I think that it's a straightforward matter. Apply the laws, like he said, and ensure that persons who are found engaged in Galamsey are punished. I heard this morning that some excavators have been
18
excavators have been bent.
18 chamfines, 10 pumping machines, and then an excavator also bent. So you can see some of the pictures or the interview we showed from that interaction there with what's the colonel's name? Tenabu or
Eric Tenabu. The question is
Tenadu. Okay.
The question is, having impounded those Galamsey machines, as reported, where are the people operating those Galamsey machines? Where are they? Where are those people? So if you have machines, were the machines there without individuals? Were the machines there without people? So how come that you impounded those machines, but you couldn't arrest the people who were operating the machines? It tells you that they would have given those people tip-off to go, and then the machines will be impounded. The fight against Galamsey is a simple one. Let government show commitment that it is ready to fight it. Let the government look inwards and then deal with some of its own appointees who are engaged in those acts. And for me, Galamsey would have been a thing of the past.
And a country forward.
Now, it is a useless government that, if it is confronted with an issue, will be referring to its opponents' conduct in 7 or 8 years ago.
Why is that useless?
If Koku Buahi and Co. went around aiding and abetting the commission of a crime, but that's what he's trying to say, and I've put it, he's a lawyer.
But within the tenets of the law, did he aid and abet?
Yeah, that's what he's saying. If you tell people to go and encourage them,
because to be truthful, there is even another video, and this is the latest of Koku Buahi on YouTube.
That's what I'm saying. That
still go back.
That's what I'm saying. That if you are a government with all the machinery, and you think that people have committed crimes, and you cannot use the machinery to stop them, and you come and sit on national radio and blame your opponents 7 years ago, 6 years ago, and you are in your 8th year, then I think that you are not fit to be called a government, because you are supposed to act in the interest of the people. But the TUC, or the organized labor, have betrayed the trust of the people of this country.
Why?
And posterity will never forgive them, particularly the leadership of the organized labor.
Why?
There is what is called intergenerational equity. And that principle says that you should develop or transform your resources in such a way as to not to compromise the ability of future generations to be able to also exploit that resources. Now you have our resources being destroyed. Forest is being destroyed. Water bodies are being destroyed. The land is being destroyed. And you have decided to embark on demonstration so that the president will correct all these things. At the 11th hour, you chicken out. And I agree with the UCC professor that because these are very serious matters affecting the state, you should have at least gone for demonstration for a day, or if not a day, for 8 hours, so as to tell the government that it needs to wake up and deal with this menace. But what did they do? They chicken out. So future generations, yet unborn, will suffer from the menace, and that will be a case against them. They had all the opportunity to ensure government listens or government does the right thing. They failed. Now, this measure that the government has given, some are yet to even start. This issue of a bill going to Parliament. What if government reneges on it? And this government has done so many of those things. Government have promised workers that they will pay their emoluments or whatever grievance they have. Then government reneges. Then workers go back on strike. This government is not noted for keeping its promise. That's the point I want to make. So you should have at least waited, and I'm talking to organized labor, to see that some of the things have kick-started. Because if you held the president's balls, this was the time for you to squeeze it, for him to ensure that he does what he said he would do when he told all of us that
this was the
time
to squeeze the president's balls.
Because he has told us that you put his presence on the line. That didn't change anything. But this was a clear opportunity. But knowing what they have done to this economy and knowing that they have stashed money in their homes, and I can give you the case of the past case, these monies, and I can tell you these monies that they have stashed in their homes can literally buy every Ghanaian. And if you are a Ghanaian and you are not you don't have your cognitive abilities up there, you fall for some of these things. And I'm not surprised that the organized labor failed to live up to their expectation.
All right. Dr. Asante-Okyere, we know that there's a key issue of the Electoral Commission saying that they are going to do printing of ballot papers. So at the end of the day, the NDC said that they should hold on, etc. But
the EC is an incorrigible, sneaky constitutional body.
Why?
The EC wrote a letter to the NDC, 9th October dated. Today is what, 10th, huh?
11th. 2 days ago.
2 days ago. And this is the title. Request for party agents for the printing of notice of poll and ballot papers. This is the issue. Let me skip paragraph 1 of their letter and go to paragraph 2. This comes to inform you that the Commission will commence printing of notice of poll and ballot papers for the 2024 general election from Friday 11th. Today is what?
Friday 11th.
You see the tips? 2024. Yeah? At the following printing press, and there are 8 of them. This is easy. Notice of poll and printing of ballot papers. Then you come back today, or yesterday, saying that, oh, it is notice of poll, but we are not printing ballot papers today. What kind of organization is this? They are thieves. I cannot use any other word.
What's your supposition why they decided to maintain only the notice of poll?
The reason is simple, and Afoko is not following. You cannot have printing of ballot papers when you don't have a certified register. How many ballot papers are you going to print? Because your ballots must be in tandem with your register. You don't have that yet. And you know the issues we raised with them. They said they were correcting it. This week we wrote to them that they should give us the correction. They said no, they told us that it's 2 weeks. Sneaky organization. You know what sneaky? Find from the register. And you know what an incorrigible organization is? Check those words. It fits this organization. You don't do things this way. You cannot even do mathematics in your office. So if you don't, if that is even when there are definitive figures. There are definitive figures and you can't do the mathematics. Now you don't have definitive figures. How are you going to do the mathematics? When we were registering, there were close of day figures. Every day, close of day figures were definite. Even with the definite figures, you couldn't do mathematics. Now you don't know how many people are in one police station. Because the police...
Because of the discrepancies.
And you yourself admitted that there are dead bodies, dead bodies, dead people on the register.
Or even transfers made illegally.
Legally. So you need to deal with all this.
So,
and then recently, there was a court that asked some 1,000. You've not done all these things. And you are writing to us.
So what's your point? The NDC's position is that we should have had the corrected register out first before.
Exactly.
And then examined.
Examined. And then we know that. So if we ask the EC today, what is the number of voters on the 2024 register going to elections? Can they tell us? There are a bunch of... It's okay.
Breathe well.
Because they are human beings. I don't just want... They are so incompetent.
All right. So
is it deliberate? Is it deliberate? Is it deliberate what they are doing? And I heard good luck, Jonathan. And I want to disagree with you that the EC has the capacity to do the right things or the needful. They have the capacity, but we have people in there who are deliberately ensuring that the right things are not done. That's what good luck Jonathan should have spoken about. It's not good because he, Afuakwa, is a peace-loving person. I am a peace-loving person. I don't want to be carrying my luggage on my back crossing the border. Afuakwa is better off being in opposition and staying in Ghana than carrying his luggage and his mattress at the back crossing. So why do you want to keep Afuakwa in power? By all means. The tide will change again. It's not the end of Ghana.
I don't know why. I don't know why you use Afuakwa in opposition carrying.
Why? The tide will always change.
Reminds me of the Rwandan bishop.
The tide will always. So why do you want to ensure that one political party,
Professor,
stays in power?
Senior can stay in opposition
and Dr. Asante Okyere.
And Dr. Asante Okyere was given some what was he doing? Trying to hold brief for the EC that this letter has come to clear the air. Dr. Asante Okyere, I've read you this letter. They call us for balloting to print ballot papers and notice of poll. And they even said it was going to start today. The balloting of printing of ballot papers is going to start today.
All right. You just 60 seconds.
Well, Ghanaians,
30 seconds.
Yeah, Ghanaians don't wash their faces upside down. Ghanaians know the party that made life better for them. And Ghanaians would vote for John Dramani Mahama. The Ghanaians will not experiment again when they experimented with a driver, let alone a driver mate who has no license. So that one is a given. But what is more critical is the conduct of the Electoral Commission. And the Electoral Commission should have by now know that the NDC has got all its antennas up and surveilling. So by now they should have lowered their conduct of trying to be sneaky and trying to be incorrigible. Because from day one, the NDC was matching you boot for boot. Your mathematics, your simple mathematics, you can't. And when they catch them, then they say, oh, we were using choral draw. That's why the mathematics went wrong. Didn't we say that some names were deleted in the register? And they said that, oh, the names are not deleted. They are found in a...
Actually, we even opened the phone lines and got people who
and he's sitting there talking the way he's talking. We said that the names were deleted. And what they said was that, oh, no, the names can be found in a transfer list. The name can be found in the another list, transfer list and the something list.
Missing people's list.
No, it's a transfer list and
there's a missing.
There's something, yes.
Or misplaced people.
Yeah, something list. And I asked myself, on the day of election, if you go to vote, are they going to be dealing with the register or they are going to be dealing with a transfer list? And you see, they would have trained, and I told you people here, they would have trained their agents to say that when somebody is going to the transfer list to find his name, oppose it. And that was the game plan. So, an EC that cannot do mathematics, an EC that has announced presidential elections more than 3 times, would you be trusting that EC?
All right.
When the next time that EC is going to conduct elections?
Okay.
This EC is...
Thank you very much. That's all.
Really, I think the actions of the EC is giving everybody a doubt in their mind. The actions of the EC is not stable for us to think of peaceful election. That's my thoughts, by the way. You can also leave your thoughts at the comment section before you log out. Thank you for staying tuned as well.
Dedi kama mamena PENDREAM TV ase. Na so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV.